As we've been reporting, the drumbeat for regulation of internet companies is growing louder. And today, in a Washington Post op-ed, Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg outlined how exactly he thought it should be done. But as Julia Boorstin explains, reaction has been mixed.
Mark Zuckerberg thinks regulation is inevitable, so he's proposing what it should look like, outlining new rules for the internet for harmful content, election integrity, privacy, and data portability, saying he wants regulators to set standards about what counts as terrorist or inappropriate content, or whether an ad counts as political.
I don't think he can offload freedom of speech onto the government. The government has rules around freedom of speech having to do with the government. This is a private company, and I gotta say, this is his job. He's got to clean up this mess, and he can't turn to the government for that.
Zuckerberg advocating for a global framework for privacy regulation based on European rules and common standards for transferring data. But this advocacy for new laws won't protect Facebook from pending investigations by the FTC, Justice Department, and SEC. And just last week, the Department of Housing and Urban Development charged Facebook with enabling discrimination. But this could help Facebook work with Congress as both sides of the aisle scrutinize the platform. Senator Mark Warner, who's been leading the call for privacy regulation, saying, quote, "I'm glad to see that Mr. Zuckerberg is finally acknowledging what I've been saying for the past 2 years. The era of the social media Wild West is over."
Big companies should be able to handle these regulations. They would prefer not to have them. But as we've seen already in Europe, that these regulations have sort of hurt investment in smaller companies. They've allowed the ad market share for Google and Facebook and Amazon to expand. So listen, if there's going to be regulations, Facebook referred that they can somehow mold them.
But Representative David Cicilline says they don't want Facebook's involvement in the process. Tweeting, "Facebook is under criminal and civil investigation. It has shown it cannot regulate itself. Does anyone even want his advice?" This comes amid reports from India that widespread fake news on Facebook and WhatsApp could impact the upcoming elections. Facebook and Instagram have deleted hundreds of pages in India to block manipulation. But the ongoing spread of fake news speaks to just how daunting Facebook's challenges are. For Nightly Business Report, I'm Julia Boorstin in Los Angeles.